At the moment, you're the only network offering EE or offering 4G, which is great for EE. But in possibly by the middle of next year, towards the third quarter of next year, other networks such as Vodafone, O2 will also be getting in on 4G. Is that something? Is the competition something you're looking forward to? Is it? Do you think it's a healthy situation for customers, or what kind of what does EE think is going to happen, we'll say, in the middle of next year in terms of pricing, in terms of speeds, in terms of coverage?
Yeah, I mean, look, of course we welcome competition. The UK is the most competitive market in Europe. That is without exception. We have a highly competitive market, and we're used to that, and we absolutely welcome it. As you quite rightly say, we've gone first with 4G because we've invested or begun the investment of £1.5 billion in our network, and that's not just in upgrading our cell sites. That's in putting an awful lot of backhaul into the network. Now, backhaul are those vital big pipes that mean that when you make the call or you set up the data connection, that you've got enough bandwidth all the way back through the network into the internet to go at the speed that you need to go. So you need the various components. We've spent the last 12 months building that high-speed backhaul, starting the process of upgrading our sites, launching in 10 cities, and we've got a rapid rollout planned. So by the time the other guys launch in Q2, Q3, who knows, next year, could be later, we'll have already been working on it for 12 months, and we'll have had 6 to 9 months of experience of running the service in the UK. So yes, we welcome the competition, but we think we've got a good head start, and we think it's put us in a good place. Well, call me old-fashioned, but I actually think if you're getting a better service and you're getting something that gives you discernible benefit, that you would expect to pay a little bit more, and that's why we've priced it at a little bit more, because we've invested a lot in it and because it delivers a lot of value. I can't see why the other guys would not view it in the same way. So yeah, I would expect there would always be a small price premium on the 4G service, simply because it gives you a much better experience.
Mm-hmm. So what's going to happen, I think, in the next few months is that Ofcom, the telecoms regulator, is going to auction off the 800 megahertz and 2.6 gigahertz spectrums that it has set aside for 4G in the UK.
Yes.
Now, you're using 1800 megahertz because you were able to refarm some of the 2G spectrum that you had spare, so you've got a head start. The auction process is obviously open to everyone, so you, as well as Vodafone, O2, 3, everyone else, you're going to be able to bid on that as well. So have you decided, or are you saying that you are going to bid on that, or what is EE's position on it at the moment?
Well, you wouldn't expect me to completely reveal our negotiating position in the auction today, but needless to say that we do see the benefit in complementing our flexible 1800 spectrum with some 800 for, it helps give big geographic coverage in more rural areas, plus the 2.6 gives good quality, deeper coverage within the cities. So clearly we're interested in both parts of the spectrum in augmenting the network. At the end of the day, as I said to you earlier, we have the 1800 spectrum and we have many more cell sites than our competitors, and we think that balance gives us a great network today with great coverage, over 98% in building and outdoor. So we're comfortable with what we've got. We would like a little bit more, clearly we would.
There's obviously going to come a tipping point where there will be more users on 4G than there is on 3G, and I'm just wondering when you think that is going to happen.
Very difficult for me to say. I think we're in week 1. We've got a rapid deployment. Over the next 2 years we're going to move to national coverage. There'll be more and more handsets, there'll be more competition, and certainly we can have that conversation with talk with a bit more authority probably in the coming months when we when we actually see how things go. We're very confident that people will move on to 4G because of its benefits, but clearly, as you say, we've got a massive 3G user base that we'll want to keep using that.
in the next 12 months, what do you think is going to be the biggest challenge for EE?
That's a really good question. I think that what we've done is we've invested a lot of money, we've deployed a lot of cell sites, and we're rolling out the network at high speed. The biggest challenge for me is that we keep that momentum, that we get the cut through with our new brand, and that you know, I think we've had a fantastic start with that, and that we can deliver a fantastic service to those customers who want to use it. So it's about making sure that we execute brilliantly against our plans, and we've got some fantastic plans, but we know that the execution is going to be critical.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us today, Mark.
My pleasure.